Okay, so let's talk about text and how you can set it up. So here we are at the Revit screen. When you first open Revit, this is what it looks like, as you well know. And this is called the Recent Files screen. Now we're going to be opening up the template file that we started. So let's do that. We're going to go to the big R, the application menu, and then we're going to go to Open. Revit file is fine. Opens a Revit file of any type. That's good. Okay, and then we're going to look for our template complete. So there it is there, and we'll just say open, and away we go. So let's do a save as. Now we're going to do a save as because we just want to mark our progress as we build our template file. So this is actually 203, and we're going to call this one template imperial begin. So then we'll do another save as after this, and make sure that's just set to one backup. Good. And we'll say save. Okay, and then we'll do a save as. Then we'll mark this one complete. So what we've done here is we've done a marker at the beginning of the chapter. We'll do our work with the text. We'll save it, and then that'll be when we're finished the chapter. Okay, so getting on to text here. How do you set up text? Well, if you just go to Annotate, and then you go to Text, which is found right here. There's also this button right there in the Quick Access toolbar. You can also type in TX. So we'll click on Text, and we can just create a little box here of our sample text that we're going to be doing. And now let's make a style. So we're going to go to Edit Type. We're going to go to Duplicate. We'll give it a name. We'll call it Notes 1. And we can do various things here. The graphics, so we can change the color of the text, and that includes the leader as well, and the arrow. So the color, the line weight, that would be of the arrow of the leader line. The background, opaque. We'll look at that in a second. Show border. Again, all these things we'll look at more in depth. Let's just for now change the font. We're going to go with a stylus. And the text size, we could go with something like, you could even type in millimeters if you wanted to, and it'll convert that for you. So 5/64 might be something we want to do. And the tab as well. So we'll do a 5/64 on that as well. And then the width factor, maybe we want it to be a little bit narrower. So we'll go 0.9. And then we'll just apply that and say OK. And now when we start writing, we'll see the text come out. Okay, so there it is right there. And I could just double click on that text to edit it. This is a sample of text style Notes 1. Okay, let's make another one. So we'll just take this one and we'll copy it down. Okay, and let's just edit the type. We'll click on duplicate. It'll automatically call it Notes 2. So let's just say OK to that, and that's fine. And we can do some other things. So we're just going to go and change a whole bunch of things in here so you can see what they all do. Stylus, we'll leave all the fonts the same. Maybe we'll make it a little wider than the actual font is. So we'll stretch it to 1.2 of its normal width factor. We can change what kind of leader arrow we want in the text style. So maybe we want a diagonal 3/64. Okay, leader offset 5/64. That's great. Show border. Yes, let's do that. And opaque. Okay. Let's also change the color. We'll make it blue. So we're doing a whole bunch of things all at once. So number one, you'll recognize that now there's a border on it, and the border is blue because that's the same color as the text. And you can see the text is a little wider. It's still the same style and still same size, actually, same height. It's just that it's been altered a little bit in its width. Okay, so the opaque and transparent, what is that? Well, it's just a matter of if the text is in front of other text or other things, you see how it blocks it out? Okay, so that's how you can make different text styles. Now we could click on this one and we could go into the arrows, and you can see here the arrow that it's using is actually a tick mark. Now on this one here, we'll put an arrow on. We'll click in the text. We'll go edit type, and it's called the arrow 30 degree. And there's one called closed as well. Some people like to use that one as well, or filled. So they like the filled 15 degree. It's quite a popular one. Okay, and then there it is there. Okay, so you can make them bold, you can make them italic. No matter where this text is in the drawing, it's going to change if you change its parent style. If I change anything about Notes 1 under Edit Type, it will change everywhere. So that's sort of a standard way that CAD and computers work. Okay, we have some text set up. Great. Let's just save this. Complete.